Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. As promised, I'm back with my second journal for my Etsy store, and this is a bit more grungy. It's in a greenish, really dark olive green colours, heavy coffee dyed, inked, and it's absolutely nice and squishy. And it's called Along the Garden Path. So the cover has a hidden spine, and it's covered in this really beautiful, quite old corduroy fabric. I don't think you see much corduroy around anymore. And it's got this very pretty pattern. And I have a picture from a magazine, and I've used a tattered doily. I had some beautiful filigree charms here, and she's looking at the sign and it reads which way to go, and I thought how cool was that, little arrow and a beautiful filigree flower here. So yeah, so what I've done, it's glued and it's hand stitched right around. Okay, I thought it would be a bit different to machine stitching, and I've left it a bit frayed as well. And what I've done is, with the fabric that I had left over, I cut out the leaves and actually put them on like appliques. This is the little fringe that came off the tie here, and I've actually fringed the ends a bit as well. Okay, really soft. It's absolutely beautiful. It was a like a scarf, and I couldn't resist it. So it's you know, you can take it off just like that. It's not an alligator mouth because it has a wide spine here, and it does sit up really nice, very easy to journal in. This is the cover is made from the brown paper bag from Woolies shopping bags, and I've put two sides together. And then what I did was I sandwiched a piece of organza. Now, was it this one? No, it was another one. No, got me wrong. Just disregard that. Together, and then I've covered it with some pretty fabric because the actual corduroy only came so far, so I covered it with some really nice, pretty green fabric just here, and then some organza. I did stitch and glue it around. Okay, just love this doily, and yeah, I don't have much left of it, but you know, look at all the work that's gone into this. So all right, let's venture in along the garden paths. You never know what you'll find when you're walking along a garden path, so let's have a look. As you open it up, you know, like this is really grungy. You've got your pen and pen holder, but I've made it so that you can use it as a bookmark, and I've backed it with some plain paper on the back. Okay, so you can pop that wherever you like, because you've got your little tassel just here, so it'll show you what page you were on. I've made a little plug here. You know, your person might want to put their name in, or their month and the date they purchased the journal. And I've got a little piece of the fabric here with a butterfly, and this is the CD, the flap, and I've made that into a journaling card. Okay, and you can journal on the back of that. I've stitched this in with my sewing awl, and look at this. So this picture from a magazine inspired me, and it reads, "If I was walking along this path, I'd definitely stop to sit on the bench and enjoy all the beauty around me." And I thought, what a great name for a journal, Along the Garden Path. So that's what it's about. And you flip that up, and you can, you know, journal, just journal on the back of it. And this is the bookmaker's note, and then I've made a little added a few pages here, so you can journal on that as well. And I've used a very heavy coffee dyed trim of a large tablecloth, and then I inked the edges green, and I used pretty little charms which I off a necklace. Okay, I'm just going to make sure I'm in view so you can have a good look. Just there. Okay, I'm hoping it zooms in. So it's a bit of sewing in this journal as well. And I haven't got my ruler with me, have I? Anyway, all the measurements will be in the description of in my Etsy store. So I've sort of probably made it like tabs, but you know, they're all over the place. I've used various papers from books, and this one was just that, and I made it into a flip, and I kept the part that I tore out just for a bit of interest, so you can see all the beautiful markings. Here, this is a little pocket that I made from the paper bag, piece of embossed paper bag with some corrugated cardboard, little snippet. And here I've just popped in a couple of vintage playing cards and just a little tag. Here's another one of the that came out of a book. Here's an envelope, and here I've used my side clusters that I made quite a while ago. I won't read that. I'll let the person who's going to purchase this read it. And here I've put in one of my altered paper clips. Okay. Bit of rusted here, rusted ring, rusted safety pin, just bits of fabrics. Okay, backed on nice cardboard or cardstock. And this is an envelope. And this was a just a normal card, get well card, and I took the front off and made it into a journaling card. And I'll just pop that back here. And then here's a lovely little picture from a magazine. Walking on the garden path with a doll in a pram. I mean, look at the pram. Oh, I'd love one of those. Little cluster, you can you know, pop something behind there. And here's another little charm. Just see if I can get that closer for you. Actually, I might be able to. Just bear with me, I'm experimenting here. It's like that. Okay. Alrighty. Here I've got some greens stamp, and here I tried my hand in making old sticky tape. Okay. Made a pocket. This is from baking paper, nice and scrunchy, and one of my grungy tags. So I've did a fair bit of paint, like it's the alcohol inks, you know, the ink pad, and you spray some water on it, and then I just rub the tag along there. This is from a magazine, and here I've just used some black and yellow thread, made it into a bow. Okay, and this is from my book, children's book that had, you know, colour pages, and I cut that out to make the top of the tag. Here's just a little, believe it or not, I'll show you in my next video. This is I'm repurposing some adhesive labels, and I've popped on this, peeking through the gate here along the garden path to the house. Just see if I can zoom in, just like that. This piece here is handmade paper from my friend. Okay, and I actually Mod Podged over it, and it came out really, really cool. And the actual paper became like see-through, but it's really, really strong, so that won't come off. And I thought, oh, how cool was that? So yeah, so that was a bit of a bonus. I'll just make sure I go back, otherwise you won't be able to see it. Just a piece of fabric I made into a pocket. Here's one of my book pages that I made into an envelope. I shared this in one of my previous videos. That beautiful dimensional with that napkin, and then the stamping to make it look like this huge rose. You can see through the trees far, far away. Little cluster, jelly printed fabric here, and I just continued it on the back here, and that just pops in the pocket here. Here I've just used a piece of an envelope, leaves, stems and branches. Here's a cute little tag, but wait, there's 5 eggs. Okay, now this will get your brain going. Remember, 5 eggs. I mean, I was so lucky to find that napkin. Here you have 4 girls, and I've backed it with some coffee dyed paper. Elizabeth, Elsbeth, Betsy and Bess, they all went together to seek a bird's nest. They found a bird's nest with 5 eggs in. They all took 1 and left 4 in. So can you work that one out? And this nest just happens to have 5 eggs in it. I couldn't believe it. How cool was that? So yeah, so that is a little quiz here. And that just pops in here. This is from a plant book. Here's one of my original stickers that are over 50 years old. As I said, I'm going to start using them and putting them in the journals to share. Here's another little tab with a pretty little charm there. Here's another one of my adhesive labels. I made a whole stack of them. I'll share that with you in my next video. Here I've just made a little pocket or a doorway here, and you can, I gessoed this, a little flip I should say, so you can journal on this. And here's one of my altered envelopes. Look, they found a 4-leaf clover as they're walking along the garden path. Little black safety pin, bit of a cluster there. These here are from children's books because they're so colourful. You can use it, you know, I tear them up and use them from in a background. And the same with this, it's the same thing. It's from a book, and I thought, how cool would that be? And you open it up, and it's a little journaling booklet, okay? And in here I've made a tag. Again, this is from like a botanical book, and I just stitched around it. Here's some of my beautiful papers. These are made from onion skins, okay? So that just pops in there, and then you just close that up, wind it around. I've stitched this button on, okay, so it shouldn't come off. And then what I do is I like to tuck it in here, okay? And then on the back of it, I've reinforced it and popped some corrugated cardboard on here. Here's another one of my labels, and I used some German book page, and this was out of a magazine. How cool was that? Walking along a garden path. This is a Decoupage Page. This was gifted to me quite a while ago. Here I've made a 3-pocket tuck spot, okay? And why haven't I got anything in there? Oh, here it is. I didn't put it back, did I? I made a little booklet out of a journaling card. That just pops in there. But yeah, so you've got little tags that I've made. These are from my collage papers that I did. And I grunged them up a little bit. And you'll notice the bow. It's from a brown paper bag, the shopping bag. And the twirly part here is the string, which I soak with water for a few seconds so it goes soft, and then I twirl it around to make this, and I've just popped a sticker on there. This is a piece of bar cloth. It's absolutely beautiful. And was a greeting card, and I actually Mod Podged it because it was quite shiny, and I just want to take the shine off. And then this frame was in a book, like for a picture, so it looks, no, was this all in one? No, that wasn't the one that I altered. Let me have a look here. No, sorry, this is all in one, because there was two and I took them apart. This is all in one, and I stitched around it so it looks as though it's been attached, but it's not. Okay, so that was out of the book. Oh, get myself confused here. Just love how this come out. Look at all the bugs that you find along a garden path. So here we go, walking past a house. This is book paper made into a pocket. It's from a magazine that I cut out, little button, and I really stitched around it. This is in a magazine as well. So from a diary actually, and I just cut that out and made it look like, you know, you can write on that. Looks like one of those room dividers, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what it reminds me, room dividers. Goes in here. This is you might remember quite a while ago I made these mosaic papers from rubbing certain magazine pages. I tore them all up first in pieces, glued them on an A4 coffee dyed piece of paper, and then I used some strong acetone, not your nail polish remover, but commercial acetone. You have to wear your gloves, and I do it outside because, you know, the smell's no good for you. And then I rub the ink off, and that's how you get the pattern, and the ink then gets in where I've cut, and I've left it so that you can see some of the colours. So this is my last piece, so I would like to make some more, but it's quite a process. So, and little charm here, little flower. Here I've got a little fabric flip. This was a cutlery bag, that's right. And I've just popped on a couple of, this was just scrap paper that I had, and I've just made that into a couple of tags to pop in here. I wanted to keep it flat. Little sunflower that I cut out of a magazine. And look, they walked along a garden path and they saw these two lovers. It's from a book, of course. Okay, and I've made, here's another one of my clusters. I've made that into a tuck, and yes, that's right. And then we come to oh yes, this is the center of the signature. Got myself lost here, and I've popped in some of that jelly printed fabric from Stella, and I've just popped on a little piece of charm from a necklace. Okay, so that goes back in here. That's right. And I embossed this. I put it through the embosser. It didn't come out too bad. Here I've used a now did I have a pocket here? Where's that other pocket gone? Okay, no, only one. A pocket here. Now here's a little surprise. Does everybody like surprises? Come on, give me a thumbs up if you like surprises. Okay, I had this lovely piece of motif, and what I did was I had a round tea bag. I stitched that on, and I tore half of it to make it into a pocket. And here you'll find, I've put a little charm on here, a little owl, and here you will find little flips of girls walking on a path, or along a garden path watering plants, or she's all pooped, too much walking, sitting on the embankment, picking flowers, and probably taken her sister to pick flowers. And these are just your normal price tag that I coffee dyed and then put through with the ink and that to make them really grungy. But you can actually journal on the back if you wish. Okay. So yeah, so that's that little surprise, and that just goes in here. I mean, how cool is that? Okay. I thought it'd been just nice tucked into the pocket there, peeking through. Decoupage dictionary page here, which was part of the bugs, about the bugs. A little flip that just happened to have a bird here, but just love how this came out. Bit of decoupage here along the garden path. Ride the bike, collect all the flowers. Here I've made a paper ruffle belly band, and they found this old piece of paper. It looks like a diary, from a diary, on the garden path. It's all scrunched up, the dirt's gone all on it, so better put it back here, make sure it's safe. It's a little booklet. Now this was in part of some happy mail that I received from Christina, from Christina's Shack. I'm going to leave her channel link below in the description box, so if you don't know Christina, please pop over. Amazing, amazing crafter. And it flips over and you've got some pages to journal on, but look at these photos. Aren't they awesome? Look, they're sitting on a embankment. They're probably having a rest. And yeah, I thought that was really cool. And then you can journal on the back here as well. So thank you, Christina. This is from just a normal paper bag that I cut down. And another piece from a magazine and decoupage. Made a tag here, D for Destiny. You might remember me sharing this a while ago, and you can journal on the back. This here is an original postcard from my stash, and that is the shape of it. Believe it or not, I thought it was crooked, but it's not. That's how it was. I know that's how it arrived. And it is an original postcard with German writing on it. Okay, so it's from my stash collection from my parents. This is the envelope. Remember, I've got the flap holding where the button is, just here. Okay, here I've made a pocket. This is from my children's book. I mean, how cool. Probably looking for a bee. So you've got another couple of tags here to journal on. And this is another one of my tags. I just love how this come out. Quite a bit of texture there with gesso. Just some string. Cotton actually. And I wanted to make that cotton, get that colour green to pick it up from the butterfly, and just a bit of green here. Can journal on the back. Decoupage. Here I've made a pocket and a tuck. Bloom from within. Okay. And this was in some happy mail I received a long time ago, and I thought, well, I might as well use that and pop that, and you can journal on here. And this is decoupaged and a tea bag. Okay. No, this is a magazine. Oh, geez, I'm terrible today. This is from a magazine, a fussy cut out, and that's a tea bag behind there. Another charm here. You love this. This is from my stash, a bigger version of my stickers. Like I said, they're over 50 years old. And, you know, having a rest along the garden path. Absolutely love these. And unfortunately, I don't have anybody to pass them on to. So I'd rather pass them on to people that enjoyed the journals. And, you know, they can live another life. Here I've made a scrappy notepad. Okay. Another one of my collage tabs here. Okay, so you can use it as a tuck. Another one of my tags, Nature's Way. I shared these in a previous video. Here I've used an index card that I altered, did a fair bit of collaging, and here's one of my skins that didn't turn out, but I thought in this case, you know, I can use it. She looks far away, little paper bow, and I did various papers here, and just tucks in here. Paper napkin. Here's one of my adhesive labels. I can hardly wait to share this next video with you guys. Just a little flip from a garden notebook. It had the wheelbarrow there, the rake, another flip, another charm. Just see if you can see this one. Okay. They look so cool, don't they? I really like those. They were for my necklace. And here you have a little pocket. Okay, with a couple of tags in here. Bit of a collage, butterfly. This is actually from a wedding cake picture. Okay. You'll see that in one of my last, not long ago, where I shared how I made the tags. This was a gift card. Okay. Another tag, but this has got like a little secret little tuck spot. Little index card here, cut down so you can use it. And the ruffle is the jelly printed fabric. Last but not least, I made a belly band from that last piece of corduroy, and in here you'll find a really grungy envelope. I did quite a bit of collaging there. Cut out from magazines. This is a cloth butterfly from fabric, bit of lace, some cheesecloth stitched around it from a magazine. Here's another cloth butterfly, and then on the back it's another cloth butterfly, cheesecloth, some more cut out, and you just open it up. Okay, and I've popped that on there. You might want to write something on this. Is dressmaking paper. And here's a very old vintage postcard from my stash. Okay, can't read the name, but that's pretty cool. I thought that would just go nicely in there. So yeah, so I've left that so you can see it's the brown Woolworths shopping bag, you know, and it's nice and soft, but it's very sturdy. It's 2 layers. It will not break. Really, really cool journal. And of course you've got your tie and your bookmark that you can pop wherever you like. So I hope you enjoyed the flip through of this one. I enjoy all my journals when I get my creative juices going. And sometimes a picture from a magazine will trigger the theme of a journal. So along the garden path. So this is the little filigree. Okay. The girl standing there. The arrow. Which way to go. When I read that I thought, God, and there's a cat on the top here. Just love these as well. So yes, so that's in my Etsy store very soon, so head on over. And I'm going to tomorrow, I've got this huge box and it's going to be full of goodies. There will be some little journals in there as well, so it's like a, you know, big Christmas type box, but there's no Christmas decorations. And then I'm going to share with you, but my next video will be these labels. Okay, so That'll be my next video before I do the box. All right then, that's enough. Get carried away. And thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. And I hope you enjoyed this flip through. Till next video. Bye for now.